Welcome to our last segment of our Getting Started Training Part 5. We are going to go through and create a game plan specifically for you. Everyone's going to have a different game plan just based on the amount of time you have, what your different goals are. So this is on the back side of your Getting Started checklist. So you should have this available. If you don't, you might want to pause it, print it out so that it's available for you to go through this part of the game plan. So you need to ask yourself, based on what you've seen so far, if you were to get started with doTERRA on a part-time basis, approximately how much would you need to earn per month in order to make this worth your time? For some people, that's a couple $100, $500 to make it worth my time. Others, it's $1,000, $2,000. Some, it's $10,000 or more to make it worth their time to do it. You need to decide what that amount is for you so that we can help you achieve that. The second question is approximately how many hours could you commit each week to develop this kind of income? So this is, you might need to pause the recording and look at your schedule and figure out exactly how many hours do you have realistically to commit to this, or you're willing to commit to this. So if you work full-time, you might look at your schedule and say, okay, I work this amount of time. Could I commit my lunch hours and my breaks and some time in the evening or on the weekends to make this happen, to start building my pipeline and know that it's going to be a sacrifice up front, but that with consistency and spending that amount of time on a consistent basis, you will create that residual income. So how much time can you carve out of your schedule to do that? You might be a stay-at-home mom. What kind of schedule do you have? What commitments do you have with family, with church, whatever people have? And then where are the time blocks, or how could you get creative to create more time? Maybe you are on one day, somebody else is watching your kids, they're playing with other kids, and on another day you're watching their kids, but you'd have a block of time, or you have nap time, or whatever it is. Everybody's life's different, but you need to look and figure out and commit how many hours a week to be able to earn that income. And then the third question is, how many months would you work those kind of hours in order to develop that kind of income? Are you willing to work 5 hours a week for the next 6 months to start earning a couple of $100 every month residual income for the rest of your life? Are you willing to do that? Some, might say, okay, yes, I'm willing to work 10 hours a week for 3 months to earn $10,000 a month. What I would say to that is that one of those three numbers need to change. Either you need to put in more time, or you need to expect to earn less, or you need to expect it to take more months to earn that. So I want you to be able to have a realistic goal, but it needs to be worth your time. And everyone's going to be different. So one of your assignments is to figure that out and let your mentor know that this is what you want to do. That we want to help you to create what you want to create. Another question, and on your checklist, you can circle this, where you're at. Do you want to just make enough to pay for your products? Do you want to earn a supplemental income, a couple hundred, a couple thousand, as a supplement to your income? Do you want to have a full-time income, working part-time, or create financial freedom? Is that your goal? It's good for us to know where you're at so we can help you the best. And you, again, can take a look at this average months it takes to earn a certain amount of income and what rank that's associated with. So if your goal was to earn $3,000 a month, the rank would be gold. And on average, people take 14 and a half months to get there. To have $3,000 coming consistently every month for the rest of your life, having that, it only took them just over a year to create that. And know that if you want it faster, then you're probably going to have to spend more time, commit more time in order for that to happen. But realistically, within 2 years, you could be making $12,000 a month if that's your goal. Realistically, if you want to have an extra couple of $100 a month, you could be doing that in 3 months, working part-time. So figure that out, let your mentor know. We're going to go through these last parts of the game plan. First thing you need to do is create your contact list. And so you can pull out your phone, your email, Facebook friends, grab a notebook, and start writing out all of your contacts, everybody that you know. You can go online, there's memory joggers, you can Google it, and it will jog your memory with like, who is your doctor, who is your teachers, who does your nails, who's cut your hair, who's your mechanic, and it just jogs your memory of people, and continually add to that list. So this isn't just a list, here's my people, that's all I know. You will start to remember, like, oh yeah, I went to high school with these people and those people come to mind. Oh yeah, I went to college with these people and they start coming to mind. And it might not be in that first sitting, but know that you're going to also be meeting new people. And so your list is going to continue to grow. So you're going to constantly be adding new people to your list. You might join a new group and there's new people. You have kids and they're now in a new classroom. There's parents that you get to know. They're being added to your list. Whether you think they're going to want to do doTERRA or not, or use essential oils or not, everyone should be on your list, because what happens is once you let them know what you do, for instance, with the essential oils, you might have somebody that's like, I'm not really interested, but they end up having a friend who says, hey, I've got these warts and I just can't get rid of them. And a light bulb goes on for them, like, oh yeah, my friend so-and-so, she has these things that might help. Let me get a hold of her. And she connects you to that person. Know that happens, but keep everyone on your list. They're a part of your network, and somehow, some way, you're going to stay connected with them. We're going to talk about the text your hot market in just a minute, so we'll skip that for a second. But make sure you go through the Getting Started training and have your new people do the same thing. Get trained. Then you'll want to schedule 1 to 3 classes, at least one class. So look at your calendar and see when you can schedule a class. Get a hold of your mentor, because that should be the person that teaches the class for you. If that's not possible, maybe somebody else could, or we can help train you so that you're comfortable doing that with some third-party tools to do that. And basically teaching is just teaching people how to use the oils. So don't get all, some people get scared about that. Oh, I don't know enough. But basically, if you're using essential oils, you know how to teach somebody how to use essential oils, use the references, Modern Essentials book to look things up, and then how do you get them at the best price. That's basically it. But for the first few classes, generally somebody else will teach them as you see it over and over again. Then you understand how simple it is, and then you start teaching your own classes. That part about becoming independent should be one of your goals. And so 1 class is great. 3 classes really is best, because generally you have people who can't make that class time, and so you'll have some other options for them to choose from. Then another big thing is scheduling when you're going to attend your next event, whether that's a class that someone's teaching, if you're going to a different training. Write down, if you need to, go search and find what the next event is, to write it down. And all of these are checklists, so once you complete it, go ahead and mark it off. One thing to look forward to is rank advancements, is hitting different ranks in doTERRA. So the first one that you'd be hitting is director, and generally after your first couple of classes, you hit that. That's $1,000 in volume. And doTERRA sends you a certificate, and you can celebrate, I hit my first rank, yahoo! And know that it's going to continue to go up from there. Executive is 2,000 in volume. Elite is 3,000 in volume. You have your Premier and Silver, which is your first leadership rank. It's awesome to celebrate that. You can mark it off. I hit Elite. Elite is a big one. We've talked about it a little bit before. But be aware that it might seem overwhelming. Like, how am I going to have 3,000 in volume? Well, what happens is after your first couple of classes, generally people will host classes for you. It's like, this is really neat. I would love to have you share this with my friend or this group of people that I know. I would love for you to come in and teach them. And eventually you have others who want to do this with you. So you're looking for your business builders, your leaders, your business partners, that once they start doing it too, now it's not only you having classes, but they're having classes, and it just starts adding up, and it goes from there. So it might seem overwhelming, but that's how it works, and it adds up quickly to be able to hit those different ranks. Some of the benchmarks to celebrate is when you get your first customer, the first person that enrolls. Celebrate your first business builder. Mark it off, celebrate, write their name down, yay. Your first company event, first check, you might even frame that up because it's probably going to be one of your smallest. I would recommend after you get your first 2 or 3 checks that you start getting direct deposit and having doTERRA just directly deposit that into your account. On our website, you can get the direct deposit form. also your first team training, your event, and also proclaiming your intentions, letting people know. They've done studies on this. If you write your goals down and then you tell people about your goals, you are so much more likely to accomplish your goals. So proclaiming your intentions or your goals of what you're doing is really important. I remember when I did this, when I decided I wanted to do this as a business, I had emailed Natalie Goddard, who is our up line, and I told her, hey, I'm going to hit Presidential Diamond, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I just proclaimed to her that this is what I was going to do. And it makes it so much more likely if people know what it is you're trying to accomplish. The other thing that I'd say about rank is I would give yourself like rewards when you do something. Give yourself some type of incentive. So you might say, once I hit elite, we're going to go out to dinner. Once I hit premier, maybe I'm going to get a massage. Once I hit silver, we're going to go on a little trip. But give yourself things that help to remind you, motivate you, that you can celebrate when you do these awesome things. So let's talk about the hot text, or the texting your hot market. So generally people there's a hot market, warm market, cold market. Your hot market are people that you know super well. It might be your brothers and sisters, your mom and dad, your best friends. So that's your hot market. They might not look at you as an expert. So you said, I'm doing this business. They might kind of laugh at you. That's okay. That's who your hot market is. Your warm market is really anybody that you know. And then your cold market are people that you don't know. You haven't met them yet. They're cold market, or you just made the contact with them. That's your cold market. So this hot market text is a way for you to introduce what you're doing to people that you know really well, who may not have any interest in doing this as a business with you, but that they are really supportive of you. So what we do is we send this text, and it works. Like 90% of the people who receive this text help you out and do this, and it's not offensive. You can have somebody send this text to you and see how you feel when you receive it. It's not offensive at all. It's not pushy. It's awesome. So you text this out. Hi, Aunt Jane. I just started a business and could really use your help. It's really simple. Text me back so I can give you some details. Thanks. 90% of people that we've had do this, they get a positive response. Sure, what is it? What can I help you with? And then your response is, it's really simple. You buy an intro kit with my top 3 essential oils for $30, and I'll teach you how to use them, and all you have to do is give me your honest feedback. Sound good? Let me know. Thanks. Because these are your hot market, they're generally really supportive of you, and $30 isn't a lot. And it gets essential oils into their hands where they get to try them and experience them. They are right there for you to teach them how to use them. And it just opens up doorways when people get essential oils in their hands and start using them. And all you're asking for is their honest feedback. You're not asking them to enroll with you. You're not asking them to build a business with you. So there's not any strings attached to this. It's just giving you an opportunity to put it out there, get oils into people's hands, help them to see what you're doing, and that just kind of gets the snowball rolling. And you can customize that second text. It might be, your grandma is dealing with eczema, and you might share, and I'll teach you how to use these for eczema. Or somebody that has headaches, and I'll teach you how to use these for your headaches. And you just give me your feedback on how it worked for you. So this is something that I recommend everybody doing. Everyone new to do this, when you bring someone on new to do this. And how it works is you can order these intro kit packs through your Loyalty Rewards order. You can get 6 of them for $115. So that's a really good deal. Then just add on the tax and shipping, and they're paying $30. So you'll end up, if you sold 12 of them, is what I generally set as the goal, is try to get 12 people who get the intro kits. If you get 12 of them, that would be 2 packs. You would end up earning between $60 and $120 off those after shipping, if you have to ship them. So that's not bad, but the bigger thing is that you're getting oils into people's hands, and you're getting people experiences, and you're able to teach them. So I recommend that. So just as a reminder, what we're doing is we're really creating a residual income. We're creating this pipeline, whether you're trying to create a pipeline that's flowing out $200 a month, $1,000 a month, $10,000 a month or more, that we're really creating this pipeline of income that's coming in. And it's doing something good for people. We are leaving the world better. So assignments, what are your next steps? These are the things that I want you to do, and write them down. Make sure that you do them today. Take the time out of your schedule to do these. Number 1, create your contact list, at least 25 people today. and let your mentor know that, I've made my contact list. I've done my hot market today. Just write it in there once, copy and paste it to, 10 to 20 people from that list, and just see the responses. It's pretty fun. And then schedule your classes today, between 1 and 3 classes. So you might need to get a hold of your mentor, your sponsor, to set that up with them on days that they can be there to help support you. And if you haven't joined the mentor calls, I would do that today. If you don't know how to do that, go to our website, Essential Wellness Pros, and it will give you the number to join. Also, if you haven't printed out the checklist, you can go there and do that as well and start working through that. So I hope you've enjoyed this Getting Started training, giving you enough information to get going, to get moving, have success, set the right expectations, and that you've been able to set some goals and see how you can earn income and do a lot of good. So if you have any other questions, you're welcome to join us on our Facebook group, and you can post them there. You can reach out to me personally, but really your sponsor, your mentor, is the best person to contact. Thanks.